Hello lovelies, I am back fully made up, and this is a kind of bit of a different video. I know I have done some talking about specifically my purple hair, but this is gonna be my hair journey. I asked you guys on Instagram whether you wanted to see a video documenting my hair journey, including the various colors I've had it, how I got it so long, how I keep it relatively healthy despite the fact that I diet all the time, all that jazz, or if you wanted to see me being extra AF and doing a tutorial featuring only the most expensive stuff I own. And y'all pick the hair, which beach dubs, if you're not following me on Instagram, why? I am at Jinx in Wonderland, and it is in the description so you can do a click. But let's get into it. I have spun the color wheel most of my life. I have killed my hair most of my life. Well, not most. I've majorly killed my hair 2-3 times now. Yeah, this is gonna be a journey. But buckle up, prepare for some questionable life choices, and let's get this going. Alright, now I started dyeing my hair when I was 11 or 12. I don't really have any pictures of that because, well, when I was in 7th to 8th grade, I didn't have a cell phone. I wasn't really fond of taking selfies, so. But I went from the general spectrum of blonde, brown, red, all the boring naturally occurring colors, because when you're in grade school, they tend to not let you dye your hair weird colors. Then I went into high school. Unfortunately, I was still stuck within the natural colors confines, but this was where emo alley came from. Gonna insert a picture somewhere in the void around me. But I basically kept black hair for a good solid all through high school. My natural color is anywhere from like a dirty blonde to a kind of medium brown, so it was pretty drastic for me. But I went with it. I was an emo child. It was fun. But got my phone with me, that way I can go through the fun, because after I graduated high school, I spun the color wheel a little bit. First, basically right after I graduated high school, I cut the majority of my hair off and I bleached it. It looked a bit like this. It was a mess. I did get it professionally done though. And then I went to this strange red-orange monstrosity. I don't know what I was doing. It was manic panic. I was left alone. Then I went bubblegum, which was really cute, especially on my short hair, but pink doesn't last long on my hair for some reason. Then I bleached it out, which resulted in this lovely thing. Child not included. That's my dad's business partner's kid. We matched. People thought I was his mother. It was cute. Then after that, I went a weird kind of brunette and eventually spun the color black to black. Now that was right before I went into college. So I came full circle. Then when I was in college, I mainly kept it black. I dyed it red for a couple months. It looked something like that. I had the Little Mermaid thing going on. And as you can see, I pretty much hadn't really cut my hair since the big choppy bit in high school. So I was trying to grow it. Trying. Then after I graduated from college, I decided to spin the color wheel again. I don't know why for the longest time I just kept dyeing my hair black when I knew I would want another color, but after that, I'm also looking at the general timeline of when I did these things. Now, scroll. Yeah, I still have black hair up until 2015. It wasn't immediately after I graduated from college because I had my ceremony in 2014 and I still have black hair. But in 2015, I did the two-tone magenta and pink. Also, by this point, I had shaved one side of my head. That was the birth of the hawk, which you will see later. After that, I tried my damnedest to get this out without going to a salon. Now, keep in mind, I had had this professionally done. It took all day because my hair had layers of black box dye on it. Yeah. It was a mess. Jessie, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. Because I had it done by my stylist friend, and yeah, that was a mess. After that, I went through the color wheel again. Now, I did not realize the constant bleaching to get that color out of my hair was killing it so badly until it was too late. Amusingly enough, I continued spinning the color wheel as I was killing my hair. After that, I went with an accidental sunset ombre, which looks something like this. A mess. A mess. It faded and it looked so terrible. It looked like the sunset sky vomited upon my head. And this is where I probably should have started cutting a little of my hair or going to a salon or something, but Jessie, the lovely lady who did the two-tone hair I had, left the salon, so I didn't have a solid stylist, so I was doing my hair myself when I shouldn't have. After that, I kept bleaching and bleaching and bleaching until I was blonde. Now, I am naturally a blonde, or at least I was very blonde as a child, so I don't tend to keep blonde very long. But I kept it a bit. My ends were starting to get fried, and I did not notice. So I did what any logical person would do. Put silver over it. Which, it was fun being a Final Fantasy character for a little while. I kept that for a couple weeks, and then it started to turn funny colors, so I put blue over it. As you can see from the second picture, my hair was dead. And I'll also have the years on these so y'all can kind of see the endless spiral. But this was all in 2015. The span of a couple months, which was also dumb. If you are going to switch hair colors that quickly and keep bleaching that quickly, go to a salon. Unless you're a cosmetologist, don't do it to your own hair. That's a definite takeaway from this giant situation. Do not do it yourself. You will kill your hair. It will fall out. It will make your ends turn to jelly. And yes, I know, I need to get my ends cut, but that's beside the point. After that, my hair was so damaged and so bad, I pretty much couldn't save it. So, I went to my mom's stylist and had her cut 80% of my hair off. Now, at that point, I had my hair about here-ish. It was shorter than it is now, but I went from that to this. There's a better picture. I still had the side shave, but my hair was gone. My bangs went from being past my chin to barely near my nose, and the back was basically shaved. I killed my hair so badly. But I went with the short white for a while, so I was cool with it. And that was a result of the faded blue from earlier and me just kind of giving up dyeing my hair red colors, so I put black over it. But the pigment in my hair was literally dead, so it just turned silver instead and gave me purple roots, which was really cool. I loved my white hair, I miss it, but the maintenance to get it the healthy way is just a mess. Then it just gradually started turning into a mohawk. It was fun. And I kept it, and I kept doing the galaxy kind of swirl, which this was all temporary, semi-permanent dye. It wasn't anything that was gonna kill my hair. Looking through these makes me miss my white and purple hair, it was so pretty. But the maintenance, Then I tried to dye my roots purple by themselves, and my whole head ended up purple. Which, the first dose of purple was more red than I intended, but a majority of my hair was white, and if you put it on white hair instead of blonde, the package said it would turn more red. Then I let that fade into a nice little purpley gray until I found Pravana. Now this was where the purple journey began. I still hadn't bleached it since I cut my hair off, so I was dyeing over both the dead parts of my hair as well as my natural color. Thankfully, Pravana is actually strong enough to go over light brown hair and still make it purple. But I was tired of part of my hair being dark and the rest being slightly lighter. Around and found a stylist who is at my current salon. She unfortunately doesn't work there anymore, but I still see some other folk that she recommended. But yeah, at that point my hair was all one color. Yay! Now I had been keeping my hair relatively short, especially after I got into bleached. I got some of the ends chopped off, so I wasn't really actively trying to grow my hair. I was keeping it short, I was going with it, and I was also keeping the right side shaved. Then I kept letting it grow, and eventually I shaved both sides of my head. I unfortunately do not have any pictures of my mohawk, which makes me very sad. However, where is it? Do have this of when I decided I am going to dye the sides of my head pink. Because when I would get it refreshed at the salon, one of my new stylists bleached my undercut. So I decided why not. But that lasted all of a month until I just went about dyeing it purple. Then for the most part I kept my hair until, lo and behold, a random point in 2017 in April, I decided to dye my hair bright pink. Fluorescent pink at that. I got my hair bleached again at the salon, completely bleached the purple out, and went around like this for about a month. And then it made me remember why I only very briefly had pink hair. The maintenance was annoying. Let it fade into bubblegum before I completely killed it, but the Pravana is so strong that it just went over it without me having to bleach it out. And then I just let the purple go. I kept growing it and growing it and growing it, occasionally snipping the ends off. But the more I left alone, the longer my hair got. Which completely baffled me, because for the longest time, before I started actively going to salon and taking care of it, the longest I could get my hair is here. Now, as you can see, it's currently here. Which baffles my mind. And as you can see, I don't have any of my extensions in. But yeah. That was the journey. It was 6 years? Yeah, about 6 years of rotating actively. Because like I said in high school, I pretty much all 4 years had black hair. Minus when I entered, which I just had my natural color. The moral of the story, kids, don't go from one extreme to the other constantly or you'll kill your hair. Now the last part of this is going to be me giving y'all tips. 1. Get your hair done at a salon. Or at least befriend a cosmetologist and pay them to do your hair for you. Unless you are a cosmetologist yourself, don't. I know you want to save money, I know salons are expensive, I know that it's way cheaper and sometimes easier just to do it yourself, but it's not worth your hair falling out or turning into literal overcooked spaghetti just so you can have pretty color hair and it not actually be healthy. not worth it. 2, unless you are actively doing a ton of sports and sweating your butt off, don't wash your hair every day. You can shower as many times as your little heart desires, but don't wash your hair every day. It will help balance the oils in your scalp, as well as prolong any hair color you may put in it. 3, hair care products are key. Get things that are suited to your hair type, your hair texture, your hair color. I know I have yelled about overtone before, but honestly, it's a big reason why my hair is so healthy now, and I don't have to dye it every 5 seconds. The conditioner itself is such good quality, it makes my hair so soft and so healthy, and no, they're not paying me to say this. Y'all see how many subscribers I have, do you really think I'd get that? But it has honestly made such a big difference in my hair. Like, before I found overtone, aside from getting salon treatments, I didn't know what to do to fix the damage in my hair. I was about to ask my cosmetologist friend to get me Olaplex because I was desperate, but then I started using overtone, and the thing is, unless your roots are super dark, I'm talking your natural hair color is black, don't get your hair bleached every month if you can help it. If you can help it. Just do a refresh of the dye over the already dyed hair and brush it into your roots. I get my hair bleached every other month. I don't do it every month because that just kills my hair. I also only get my roots bleached. I just put the dye over the already lightened hair and bleach the regrowth, which honestly saves my hair. Okay, this was very long-winded. This was a lot of information, but I kind of have been meaning to do this for a while, and at least attempt to give you guys a little bit of tips. Now, I will also tell you that this growth was a result of, let's see, I cut my hair off completely almost at the very end of 2015. And I kept it short through halfway into 2016. So when I stopped actively maintaining my hair as short and let it grow, this is about 2 years worth of growth. Granted, as I said, I need to get my ends trimmed because, as you can see, they are confused about life. And yes, my hair is faded, but that's beside the point. Yeah, this is 2 years of growth. Now, my hair is very thin, but it does grow quickly if I leave it alone. And as I said, this is without any extensions. My hair is as long as some of my wigs, which baffles my mind. But yeah, this took 2 years to grow. And that also includes letting my undercut regrow as well. It's obviously a little shorter on this side because I shaved this one first. And shaved more of it first. Yeah, if you're gonna do a mohawk, just do that at the salon too, because otherwise you end up with uneven sides and it's just a mess. But yeah, all the advice I have given is just from personal experience. The product that I talked about, Overtone, is not a magical, mystical hair fixer. It's literally just color preserving conditioner for those with wacky hair colors. The methods I used are tailored to my own particular hair type, hair texture, and the hair and scalp needs. I don't really do anything to my hair aside from that, but I will give you some other last minute tips, which is keep the heat styling low. I used to straighten my hair all the time with no heat spray, just go at it with a hot flat iron. I don't do that anymore. I try to minimize blow drying, and if I do, I use this stuff, which is just a blow dry serum from Sally's. it works wonders. I will put it in my hair even if I'm not blow drying it, just because it nourishes and detangles it. But yeah, I also have only curled my hair 3 times since I got my extensions, my set of clip-in. One was the wedding that I bought them for. Second time was the shoot I did with Bernadette Newberry, which her hair and makeup artist curled my hair. And then the third time was before my Ironwood Wolf shoot with Brad Uhrig / Uhrig Photography. I will link the humans that I mentioned below. But yeah, keep heat styling to a minimum. It really wrecks your hair. Yes, I know y'all have heard that before, but that is another thing I have quit that has drastically improved my hair. Is I don't keep frying it, I don't keep killing it, and yeah. I hope you guys found this at least a little informative, a little helpful, and you got to cringe at Tiny Alley with the revolving color wheel. Yeah, I'll probably still make the bougie AF makeup tutorial just because it's fun, or I will do something else. I need to do more drugstore makeup tutorials on this channel, honestly, just because I feel like I neglect that market, and I know not all of y'all can afford $40, $50 for a palette, so I'll fix that. But before I ramble anymore, I am out of here. If you like my shenanigans and weird as fuck upload schedule, do feel free to subscribe and bonk the little baby bell, that way you are notified whenever I do decide to upload a video. But as usual, all the helpful links in the description below. I love you guys dearly, and I'll see you next time. Bye!